She had no idea what she had just gained. The moment she could hear inanimate objects speak, everything changed. After hurting her leg, she couldn't walk and lay helplessly on a suburban road. Suddenly, the road warned her that a car was speeding straight toward her. To help the driver notice her, the streetlight began flickering wildly, while the road shook violently beneath the tires. The strange scene forced the driver to slow down, and he finally spotted the injured girl lying by the roadside. Seeing how miserable she looked, the wealthy man in the back seat told his driver to call an ambulance. But before anything else happened, the girl heard the rich man's heart crying out for help. It told her it would stop beating in 30 minutes. She immediately urged the wealthy man to ride to the hospital with her for a full checkup. The driver thought she had completely lost her mind, but the wealthy man saw the sincerity in her eyes and decided to trust her. After the examinations, he thanked her over and over. If she hadn't noticed his heart condition, he would have died from delayed treatment. When the wealthy man learned that her parents had abandoned her and she had nowhere to go, he immediately asked if she wanted to become his adopted daughter. Overjoyed, the girl agreed without hesitation. The very next day, he brought her back to his mansion and handed her a jade pendant, explaining that it represented her official status in the family. The moment she saw the surname carved into the jade, she realized she had become the adopted daughter of the richest man in the city. Without thinking twice, she happily called him Dad. Even after lying in her new bed that night, everything still felt like a dream. Just then, her phone suddenly spoke. It reminded her that the jewelry design competition she had been following would stop accepting submissions in 5 days. She instantly remembered that all of her original design sketches were still at her old family home. Determined to retrieve her drafts and cut all ties with that family forever, she returned to the house. Just as she was about to leave, her adopted stepsister stopped her. The girl's face filled with disgust at the stepsister's fake concern. After all, it was this same stepsister who had stolen her design sketches and framed her for plagiarism in front of their father and older brother. They had always favored the adopted stepsister, and without showing a trace of mercy, they had thrown the girl out of the house. At that moment, her father and older brother walked through the door. The adopted stepsister immediately put on a gentle, caring act and claimed she would do anything if only the girl agreed to come back home. The moment she heard those words, the girl slapped her across the face. Her older brother rushed forward to protect the stepsister and demanded that the girl apologize. She refused without hesitation, saying she had wanted to do that for a very long time. Furious, her father raised his hand to hit her. The girl instantly ducked and his palm slammed hard across his own son's face instead. That only made him even angrier, and he shouted that he was cutting off all father-daughter ties with her. No longer willing to stay silent, the girl finally poured out every grievance she had buried for years. She told them how they had always chosen the adopted stepsister over their own daughter. What none of them expected was that the mug sitting quietly on the table had heard every word. It became so furious that steam began pouring from it. Determined to stand up for the girl, the mug exploded the very next second, shocking everyone in the room. The instant it shattered, every other household object suddenly awakened. One after another, they all declared they would avenge the girl. Moments later, every object in the house sprang to life and attacked everyone except her.